Hi, my name is Kara. I go by the she or her gender pronouns. When I grow up, I would like to be my own boss. I would like to have an accounting/bookkeeping business where I help small local businesses maintain their finances, but also make my own schedule and have my own flexibility. My number one pet peeve, or the one thing that annoys me the most, is when people talk and chew with their mouth full. It looks gross, it sounds gross. I just cannot stand that. Um, I don't watch a lot of TV, so I don't have a favorite TV show or series. However, I do read. I would say I don't have a single favorite book, but I love the Sarah J. Maas series of A Court of Thorns and Roses. Um, I have the hobby of reading. I like to do a little bit of shopping, but mostly I spend my days at a sports field, whether it's a soccer field, a futsal court, or baseball field. I have two children who are very active in sports. I have a 10-year-old daughter who plays soccer. She's in a travel league where we spend a lot of time in the vehicle, 45 minutes to an hour and a half traveling one way to soccer practice, and then up to 3 hours for soccer games. She also plays futsal, which is still 45 minutes to an hour traveling one way. My son plays baseball and soccer as well as futsal. So again, that's another 45 minutes to an hour one way for both soccer and futsal. Baseball's local, so we don't travel as much for that, but he plays them all at the same time. So I spend 7 days a week at some type of field or court for my kids' sports. As I mentioned, my two children, I also have a husband and two dogs. They're miniature schnauzers, also 2 years apart, one girl and one boy. My goals for this class are to help me overcome my fear of speaking in front of people, or at least lessen my fear of it. Like this video right now is very hard for me to record. Listening to it, playing it back afterwards is going to be even harder. I critique myself very hard. I'm very harsh on myself. So to be able to overcome my anxiety and put certain things aside will definitely help with my fear, which I'm hoping to get from this class. Like the techniques that were mentioned here in chapter 3 are a good starter. My thought about speaking in public is I don't want to do it. I once tried it at church. I talked so fast I couldn't even understand myself. It was my fear and my voice was shaky, and just to overcome that would be great to learn the techniques of breathing and just slowing myself down and putting a smiley face on my paper to know when to take a deep breath and remind myself those important key factors. I thought learning for chapter 3, the different types of anxiety. I loved learning about that. I didn't realize that there were so many different types of anxiety when it came to speaking. And I would say that I learned that I resonate most with the audience anxiety. I have a large amount of anxiety when there's people I don't know in there, and that's one thing I need to work on. One thing that I would like to ask you guys is, what made you take this class? Can't wait to hear your answers.